I request veteran actor and psychiatrist Dr. Mohan Agashe to please come up on the stage. I request Dr. Mohan Agashe to kindly felicitate Jurgen Morhard, Consul General of the Federal Republic of Germany. Thank you, sir. Please take a seat. I request the Chairman of Maharashtra Cultural Center, S.P. Kulkarni, to kindly come up on the stage. So will you kindly felicitate Mr. Shrirang Godbole, the Festival Director of Towards Peace. Thank you. Sir, please take a seat. I request Dr. Mohan Agashe to commence the official inauguration program by his welcome address. Thank you very much. Doctor.
Mr. Jurgen Morhard, Shrirang Godbole, Shri Kulkarni. We're very happy actually to have this year's program. As you know, it's the 35th year of the very fruitful collaboration between Maximum Bhavan and Maharashtra Cultural Center, and which has earlier started as Grips Movement way back in 1986. And after completion of 25 years, as you know that we move ahead with the time, with the changes, and from theater, which started originally for children, the same way as Grips grew for higher age groups to the young people and adults, there was a need to come with the time. So after our 25-year celebration, Mr. Michael Flucht, who then was the director of Max Muller Bhavan, suggested the idea to me that we should have something as a joint author project. And they had identified a playwright from Germany, Luz Hubner, and he asked us how would we go about it. So I suggested our then well-established and known playwright Shrirang Godbole and Vibhavari Deshpande as the counterpart from our side. And what we basically agreed upon, like good matchmakers, we will just introduce them to each other and then won't interfere and see how it goes. And when Luz came here first time, they clicked so well and they worked on a theme which was to be independently handled, but they had their discussions and agreed upon a theme which they felt common to both Germany and here. And then the first production, which earlier was done, was Du and Me in Marathi, written by Shrirang and Vibhavari. At the same time, it was produced then in Germany by Grips called The Guest is God. And both these plays were big success, so which led us to go further. And again, when they discussed, they found what preoccupies the young minds today and which were of great concern. And that is why I think they agreed upon the thematic content of Towards Peace, actually. And this youth and radicalism, what's the relationship, what is happening all over the world. And so, as you know, independently again, Shrirang and Vibhavari wrote a play which was done by Maharashtra Cultural Center, which was Why, which some of you might have seen, or those who haven't will have a chance to see it today itself after this function. And day after tomorrow would be the German group which came from Düsseldorf, but the same partners which he had, Stefan Fischer and Luz Hubner, and they have done the play Paradise, which would be staged again in the same venue on Tuesday evening. Tomorrow, especially reserved, And there is a souvenir publication, as you know. There were wonderful articles which are concerned about youth and radicalization by several researchers and creative people. And so I appeal to all to kindly attend the entire program. And theater is one such road towards searching for what really occupies the minds of people and the society. And we are very happy that we have been able to have a team of talented, creative people to do these projects for the last 35 years. I'm also grateful to Grips Theatre to begin with, now to Düsseldorf Theatre, Stefan Fischer, and Luis Jubner, Shrirang Godbole, Vibhavari, the entire team, Maharashtra Cultural Center, which for 35 years, earlier the project was started by Theatre Academy, later adopted by Cultural Center, but has been going extremely well. It's one of the longest Indo-German theatre collaboration in a very meaningful and artistically very gratifying way. So I sincerely thank once again to Goethe Institute, Pune branch, other branches in India, as well as the head office, Grips Theatre and Schauspielhaus Düsseldorf for this excellent collaboration over the period. And thank once again Jurgen Morhard for our major activities. The German consulate in Mumbai has always been with us. When we celebrated our first 25 years, when Wolfgang Kollneder was here, we also had the fortune of having the German ambassador with us for releasing of our first books. And the consulate had always been very helpful in whatever the situations we have. So thank you very much. Welcome again to Jürgen, the German group which will be arriving today afternoon, and to you all. Thank you very much. Bye.
नमस्कार. रंगमंचावरील सर्व मान्यवरांना दीपप्रज्वलन करून ऑफिशियल उद्घाटन करायची मी विनंती करते.
Maharashtra Cultural Center, along with Max Muller Bhavan, had conducted a poster competition. The theme was towards peace, and the results are in. And I will hand over the reins to Shubhangi Damle, Joint Secretary of Maharashtra Cultural Center, and I'll take your leave. Thank you very much. Thank you.
ही पोस्टर कॉम्पिटिशन आपण घेतलेली होती टुवर्ड्स पीस या विषयावर, आणि श्रीयुत नितीन हडप यांनी ते ज्युरी म्हणून त्याचं काम केलेलं आहे. प्रथम पारितोषिक विजेता आहे योगेश जाधव. मी आपणास विनंती करते की आपण तिन्ही बक्षिसं तिघांनी त्यांना द्यावीत. योगेश जाधव प्रथम पारितोषिक. मी कॉन्सुलेट जनरल यांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी ते बक्षीस त्याला द्यावं. दुसरं पारितोषिक मिळालेलं आहे शुभम कुलकर्णी. शुभम कुलकर्णी. आणि तिसरा क्रमांक आहे वृषसेन दाभोळकर. वृषसेन आलाय? आला नाहीये का? तिघांचंही मनापासून कौतुक. बाहेर आपण पोस्टर्स डिस्प्ले केलेली आहेत, सर्वांनी जरूर बघा. यानंतर मी कॉन्सुलेट जनरल यांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी आपलं मनोगत व्यक्त करावं.
Good morning, everyone. I think also for me, it's quite unusual to have such an audience in a theater in the morning, but I think everything has to do with the cricket schedule, which went a little bit wrong for, also to my regret, for India. But even 2 days before the last match, I sent a video clip of mine to Captain Kohli and wanted to teach him and to let him know my betting skills, but he wouldn't listen, so maybe next World Championship. But good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for being here so early, and I also like to honor Dr. Agashe for having me here and for his contribution to partner with Germany. In my honor, he has this shirt, 100 years of German teaching is 105 years. And Germany has a home if Germany has a home in India, it's in Pune. It's not because we came here and made our home, no, it's because the Indians made a home for us. And I have to thank you and all the society of Pune to be so open and frank for Germany, not only today, but also for so many, almost more than a century. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to hear about this long-standing theater partnership, and of course the theme of the festival, peace. That's something which has been important for mankind whenever. Peace whenever, for me, we had wonderful tones this morning, but for me peace is also all it comes together. There's this song you all know, Imagine, from John Lennon, where he's always imagine all the people living life in peace and all the world would be one. That is something which is not only important here, but it has been particularly important also for my own country. And you have been heard about Germany, my own country, but a lot of pain and agony, destruction and murder, and to our neighbors, to parts of the world. And that is very important for us that we support all these initiatives, in particular that we will learn from our past. I myself come from the French border. My grandfather, around 1900, I have his poems. Writing poems, he just couldn't wait to go again and in war against the French. Incredible. And what was the result? We have 2 world wars until we really learned the lesson. And what today our arch enemy, our neighbor France, is not an enemy anymore. And we succeeded in something. You have 1 border, we have 1 currency. Now we are in my area where we are. My family has lost twice everything. We lost most of the male family members. But today, for me and my generation, it's just unthinkable, it's not a reality, to go against my French neighbor anymore. And we all became one, at least, and whatever you're reading about Germany is not falling apart. Germany is even coming closer together in those parts where we don't have a sea between us. So this is a very important theme today, this peace. And I think what we have to teach, like we are doing in Germany, you have to learn from your own history. You have from your own poems, and we saw it in the tunes from Kashmir. You don't need some outside teachings. You know already from your own ancestors what they were teaching you, be it Kabir, all these poets from Kashmir, what is right and wrong, and what spirit will keep society together. And as it was mentioned here before, it has been also very important now. It's not always your neighbor today, which might be your enemy. But today we are facing all over the world the same problem of radicalization. And of course we have to teach our children to beware of this radicalization, be it in the name of nationalism or be it of the name of religion or whatever. And that I'm very grateful that on both sides here in Pune and the same in Germany, we have coming together and we find a smart way to teach or educate our children through the medium of theater, because theater is very often more real than life. And as all these generations never tend to listen what the parents or the older generations are saying, we hope that the medium, the theater, will succeed also to bring this message to the young generation within the next 2 days here in Pune. So I wish you a good festival, and I'm looking forward also to the arrival of the German theater group tonight.
थँक्यू सर. यानंतर फक्त 5 मिनिटाचं मध्यंतर असेल आणि मग आपण नाटक बघणार आहोत. मी सर्व मान्यवरांना विनंती करते की त्यांनी आपल्या स्थानापन्न व्हावे. धन्यवाद.